Hey there. Hi. Well, I thought I'd make a video based on it's kind of a response video in a way, as I walk Ollie. Response to a couple of people who had commented on the 3 videos I made over the weekend regarding our new place. And the comment was, why do we move so much? Because this is our 3rd apartment, starting our 3rd year in Irvine. So if you do the math, that's a new place every year. And there's a reason for that. So let me go ahead and explain it. So first of all, before we came to Irvine, before my family came, and when I kind of chose Irvine out of all the places, because I went and did the reconnaissance I needed to pick a place for our family to live, and I chose Irvine. You know, well, my wife and I chose it, my family and I chose it together, but mostly me, because I was the one that actually went and saw the place. Anyway, I had selected the Irvine company, which I really like. They are the ones that build just about everything around here. Irvine was all these buildings that you can see, with the exception of just 1 or 2, are under construction. So there's a new one just going up, or built by the Irvine company. Anyway, they have a lot of communities, and I checked out just about every single one of them, and I really liked a lot of them. And so after we came and we settled on our first one, we signed an 11-month lease. And when that lease came due, the first one, I told my wife and daughter about all the other places I'd seen and how some of them were so great. Now, we had selected that first place because it was within walking distance, practically across the street to Emily's high school. We didn't want her to have to walk very far or ride a bicycle very far. So out of curiosity, we just kind of on a whim one day, we just before our lease was due, we went out and looked at a couple of places, just fell in love with a unit that we found in a community just down the street from where we were living at the time. And so instead of re-signing the lease at that place, we signed for a different place, which happened to be cheaper, which was a surprise. And it was really nice. So, and we really enjoyed that experience, and we enjoyed it, and we didn't have very much because, you know, we just recently moved to the United States, and we just brought a suitcase each, so we didn't have much to bring anyway, so the move was really easy. So then along goes another 11 months, and guess what? Our lease comes up, but now Emily is driving. She's got her own car, and so we widened our search to communities, again, focusing on the Irvine company because we really like their stuff, communities within Emily's school district. And we happened upon this area here, this region right here. Do you see these tall buildings? This is this is right at South Irvine, by the Spectrum Mall, which is right over there underneath that building, on the other side of that building. And we live just right over there. So we wanted to be close to the Spectrum, and it's right at the edge of Emily's school district or boundary, so she can still go to the same school. And it's a really neat community. Really a big. It's one of Irvine Company's newest communities, and they've really pulled out all the stops in terms of really trying to make it the type of place that you want, not to live as a stopgap or as a temporary place until you get to the point where you can buy a home. What you finding down there? I'm walking the dog, by the way. But as a place, a destination of its own. And it really is. I mean, I could definitely see myself wanting to stay in this place for good, but we probably won't. You know, who knows? Another 11 months, our lease will come up, and maybe we'll move someplace else. But it would take a lot to move us out of this place. I asked Emily and Yumiko about this. I mentioned that I got some comments from people asking, why do you move so much? And Emily's immediate response was, why not? And actually she said it in kind of with a sarcastic voice, was like, why not? And what struck me was that, and then she went on to say, you know, why not, you know, if you can have the opportunity to experience something new and different, and it doesn't you know, impact your life, you know, too greatly, other than packing your stuff up and moving to a new neighborhood, you can still see your friends and your school and the like, then why not give it a try? And so I guess that this experience is going over well for her. Heck, she was even open to moving to another area altogether, even though she has lots and lots of friends here. We talked about, because my wife got a job in another part of Los Angeles. She has a bit of a commute, and I thought it would be nice to, actually no longer than my commute, it'd be nice to move someplace that was more consolidated, more central to the both of us. And Emily was completely open to that, although I was speaking of that in terms of another year and a half down the road after Emily graduates from high school. Emily was like, let's give it a try now. She's open to new parts of LA. So she seems to be quite comfortable you know, putting down new roots in new places, just like her mother and father. Yumiko, in working out her visa application, had to list all the places she'd lived since her childhood. She totaled it up to be like 30 different places, and I'm sure it's about the same for me. So clearly, in the course of our lives, we've enjoyed mixing it up, and I imagine that'll remain the case. So here we are for another 11 months until our lease is due, and we'll see where we go from there. But for now, it's just a matter of taking this little guy for his walk, and then I'm going to go home and cook dinner. Yumiko should be home in an hour or so, and we'll have a nice family dinner. Right, Ollie? 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 Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.